Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. To this day.
Nino Brown Boxing, I'm back in the building. So, man, shit just got interesting. Shit really just got interesting. So I was on Instagram and I saw that Jermall Charlo picked up Mark Breland as one of his trainers going forward. He said, "Welcome to the Lions Den." Now, this is simply interesting because it's recently, and within the last week or so, it's been a lot of heat from the fans regarding Jermall Charlo when it comes to the whole Demetrius Andrade situation. Coming from Eddie Hearn, a lot of fans in general have been unsatisfied with the level of competition that Jermall has faced, and they're ready for him to go in a different direction. You have the whole David Benavidez situation as well. Jermall saying that he would knock out David Benavidez, but David Benavidez called his bluff, and Jermall said no, he don't want it. He ain't going up to 168. But that was a situation he put himself in, and his bluff got called. Now, if you're familiar with my channel at all, I have like a reputation of being like a Charlo hater, and it ain't nothing like that. I just, I'm just honest about it. I'm not one to play favorites. So this situation is extremely interesting for me, specifically because you have Mark Breland joining Jermall Charlo's team, Lions only, the Lions Den. And we all know the situation with Mark Breland and Deontay Wilder. Now, a common thing that I've heard a lot over the years, man. I've heard it a whole lot. It has been people say they only ride with Deontay Wilder, Earl Spence, and the Charlos. I've heard that a lot. That hasn't been my approach to things. I ride with Wilder. I ride with Earl. I ride with Terrence Crawford, Jarrett Hurd. The Charlos haven't always been like in my favor outside of the ring, but I give them their just due inside of the ring. So now it's interesting because a lot of people's loyalties are about to be tested. Are you going to sway one direction towards I support Charlo's side, or I support Wilder's side, or are people going to just straddle the fence? I just find this to be extremely interesting, and I'm just going to sit back and observe and just see how things take place. I'm wanting to sit back and I listen to what people say and how the interactions to follow. I'm not big on just going with the flow of what everyone is saying. I like the actions mean a lot to me, so this shit is about to be extremely interesting. Now, how does this affect Jermall going forward in his career? Man, I have no idea. I'm one of the people that are pushing for Jermall to go up to 168. I've been saying this shit for a long time now. To me, it's the obvious move. Everyone wants to talk about, well, this guy's ducking, that guy's ducking. And my thing is, all right, they're ducking. You can't fight them. So what the fuck are you going to do? Stay there and remain stagnant? Or are you going to pivot in a direction where, it increases your overall trajectory? And to me, that would make sense for Jermall to do. Now, if Jermall is bringing in Mark Breland and in preparation to move up to 168 and challenge the David Benavidez's and the Caleb Plants of the world and take over the PBC middleweight and 168 pound, I'm all for it. That's what's going on. Now, you got a lot of fans, they have a lot of loyalties, and this whole Mark Breland situation is interesting. I've said it before. I said it in comment sections. Boxing fans, the biggest issue with boxing is boxing fans have more loyalty to fighters than they do to the actual sport. My thing is, I don't give a fuck who the fighter is. I prefer the sport over any fighter any day. And even though I ride with Jarrett Hurd, he's like an unpopular choice for a lot of people, but my man keep it honest, and it is what it is. He treat the fans well. So we're going to see how all this shit play out. And that's really my take on it. I want to see how this affects Jermall Charlo moving forward. Who's this next opponent? How are all the fans are going to react? Because a lot of people tend to lump the Charlos, Earl Spence, and Deontay Wilder into one category. And if you have a trainer that has been involved in this controversy of spiking Deontay Wilder's water, and you lumping all of these guys together, and he's leaving one and going to the other guy that you have in this small circle, what you gonna do? You gonna turn a blind eye to it, or you're gonna address it head on and move accordingly based off your morals? We'll see how it go. It's Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm out.